Hello ladies, this is Anna Laura Brown of AnnaLauraBrown.com, and in this video I'm going to share with you about a book that can be really life-changing for you if you really take its advice to heart. And I know I'm still working on it and taking some of the advice to heart, but I've really found a lot of it to be really amazing. And this book that you can see up here on my Kindle, How to Make Disease Disappear by Dr. Rangan Chattergee. And I just wanted to show this here for the first little bit so you can see it. I don't actually own it in print, I just have it on Kindle. Now I'm going to put this down so that we can chat a little bit more about the book. So the title is obviously very catching, How to Make Disease Disappear. And the reality is that a lot of us struggle with a lot of diseases and we think, oh, there's just no cure, we just can't make that disappear. The reality is that a lot more diseases are curable than you might think, but not in the traditional way. So, not in the sense of doing surgery or medications or even a really strict diet. And there are a couple of really interesting and helpful things I found in this book. And one thing that I found is that he doesn't really talk about diet that much at all, other than, to say things like don't have sugar and processed foods, things like that. So he's not advocating for, being gluten-free, dairy-free, vegan, carnivore, or, following any specific diet. Instead, a lot of his advice focuses around other aspects of health and well-being. So things like sleep, exercise, and movement. Gratitude exercises, even has a whole section in there on journaling and practicing gratitude, meditation, massage, self-care, relaxation. And then the one that I have found to be one of the more difficult ones for me personally, but it's something I may be considering trying to do better, is a screen-free Sabbath. So what he means by that is that you literally take at least one day of the week, and he advocates doing it on Sunday, because that could be easier for a lot of people, to literally not do anything with a screen on a Sunday. Now, granted, the biggest challenge for me is a lot of times I will read my scriptures on my phone, and, use them at church that way or other things. And so, I'm thinking about actually having to go back to carrying an actual paper copy of the scriptures so that I just don't use my screen. Now, granted, I'm still probably going to have a few phone calls come in, that kind of thing. But, and of course, there's always the temptation to check social media, email, all those kinds of things, and still want to do that on Sunday, even though I generally don't work and definitely spend a lot less time in front of the screen on Sunday. Training myself or keeping myself not to do anything at all with the screen on Sunday, that's a challenge that I'm still working through. But I can see his point, because the reality is that a lot of us just spend too much time in front of screens, and there's lots more research that's coming out about how those things can really be harmful to our health. And then let's see here if I have to kind of look at the book a little bit, and then things like, let's see, what else does he, those are really the main aspects of this book. So anyhow, I will link the book below. Like I said, it's called How to Make Disease Disappear by Dr. Rangan Chatterjee. Highly recommended. If you haven't read it, check it out.